While you might think celebrities just randomly pop into the spotlight one day, that couldn't be further from the truth. Everyone starts somewhere, and for Adam Sandler, it meant stepping onto a stage with zero comfort and a lot of nerves.
Girls kind of intimidate me a little. I get nervous talking to them. I saw this cute girl on the street today. I was with my friend. I said, boy, I wish I could ask her out, but I don't know what to say. My friend said, just ask her out. The worst she can say is no. So I asked her out, and she said, get away from me, you loser.
As Sandler later explained to Joe Rogan, that moment became the foundation of everything that came after.
22, moved out to LA, did stand up at the Improv. It's probably my third time ever. I get off stage, 2 or 3 nice youngsters, director, writers, came up to me, hey, that was good. You want to be in a movie? I said, yeah, for sure. They were like, okay, we're going to make a movie. We're doing a movie on a boat. I said, so do I have a big part? They go, well, you're the star. I go, okay, cool.
Unlike Bradley, Aaron Paul wasn't formally trained as an actor, and his first public appearance was very different, as a contestant on The Price is Right. Not for fame, just trying to win some quick cash to fund his acting aspirations.
Who's our next player? Well, let's see what we can do for Aaron Sturdivant. Come on down. Aaron, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
You're the man, Bob! Oh my, you're my idol!
I have the horrible feeling I have another one. Believe it or not, I have another one of these. A new car!
Breaking into acting doesn't happen overnight. Bradley Cooper didn't land his first role until his mid-20s, but long before that, he was already putting in the work. I've dug up the archives and discovered a video of young Cooper asking Robert De Niro a question back when he was just a student.
How you doing, Mr. De Niro? My name is Bradley Cooper. My question is regarding awakenings. You talked about your research and how you interviewed a lot of patients, people who had different diseases. And there was one mannerism that you had during the interview process when they were asking you where you wanted to go outside the building, go for a walk. And you went like this with your finger, and you sort of made up for it by rubbing your eyebrow.
Right.
And I was wondering, is that something that you saw people do, sort of try to make up for their tick?
Years later, that moment came full circle when the two ended up starring together in Limitless. Success stories rarely start where you expect. For Oprah Winfrey, it began behind a local news desk, still figuring things out on camera.
In Dallas, the president headed to Arlington, Texas, where he was part of a panel discussing the housing industry.
That chapter didn't last long. She was eventually fired, but looking back, she credits that moment as the turning point that led to everything.
You went initially to be an anchor woman, and then it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I got fired.
Well,
Before becoming one of late night's biggest names, Jimmy Fallon took a massive risk, dropping out of college to chase comedy full-time, earning just $7.50 per set.
Please welcome Jimmy Fallon.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Fallon, and welcome to the auditions for Trell Productions Incorporated. Remember, we're looking for a star or celebrity to sponsor our new line of Trell dolls and our new series of commercials. So let's start the auditions. Thanks for coming. First up, Mr. John Travolta. She's like, thanks for sliding me. I swear to God, this is so weird over here, right? True doll out on the street. Got no job, got no money, got no shoes on the feet.
Not long after, Fallon got his first real break when Conan O'Brien brought him into the late-night world.
Please welcome very funny guy, Jimmy Fallon.
And even back then, his storytelling already had audiences locked in, including this ridiculous story about faking a win on live television.
So my friend was like, me and my friend Gerard were like, all right, look, whatever number they say, stand up, like we won. You know, pick a number. She goes 8, and we were like, woo! And the camera like came up to us, right? Because it's live TV, and like, you know, you're on, you know, so it's pretty exciting. So then like it was awesome, and then like we cut to commercial, and Regis is going around, he's like, how you doing? How are you? How are you? And like we're coming up like, hey Regis, and he goes, why? What's wrong with you kids? Why?
At the time, he was just another comedian trying to get noticed, not exactly someone you'd expect to end up running late night himself. Whilst you may know her as a duchess or as an actress in Suits, Meghan Markle was once opening briefcases on Deal or No Deal.
11, go, do it.
Despite earning good money, she eventually walked away from the show, later explaining she didn't want to be reduced to just a visual role.
I ended up quitting the show. I was so much more than what was being objectified on the stage. I didn't like feeling forced to be all looks and little substance.
The Weeknd was just uploading songs online anonymously and performing wherever he could.
Weekend, baby. Weekend. You don't know what's in store. You know what you're here for. Listen, Joey Styles killed it. Big inspiration right here, baby. You already know what it is. He's gonna blow.
The earliest footage of Barack Obama doesn't come from politics. It comes from his time at Harvard Law. During a protest, he took the stage to deliver a speech that already hinted at the leader he'd become.
And I remember him sauntering up to the front and not giving us a lecture, but engaging us in a conversation and speaking the truth.
Mark Ruffalo wasn't always the Hulk. He started out like everyone else, grinding through small gigs and taking whatever work he could find, including some questionable commercials.
Run, but you can't hide. You zap one pimple, another one appears. You need to zap, double zap your sins to hold double the medicine. 3 pimples you have, zap. Fight once you don't. Zap, double zap.
Years later, when Fallon resurfaced that clip, even Ruffalo couldn't hide how awkward it all felt.
This is some of your earliest work, maybe your first job ever. Do you remember doing a Clearasil commercial? Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
You're about to. You're about to remember this. This is great. Here.
Jim Carrey became a household name in the 90s, but that moment was a long time coming.
Nice to meet you, folks. Fire Marshal Bill here.
Won't you come in?
Don't mind if I do.
Years earlier, he was grinding through stand-up in the 80s, taking any stage he could just to get the reps in.
Jim Carrey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Feeling a little strange tonight, and I'm not sure why. No, I'm kidding you. That's just a little bit of a physical gag to get the show started off with a bang, and, well, you won't be seeing much more physical humor in my show.
Some careers start earlier than you'd think. As a teenager, Keanu Reeves was already stepping in front of cameras, working with CBC before Hollywood ever came into the picture. By the time he landed his first major opportunity at 20, the foundation was already there.
20-year-old Canadian actor Keanu Reeves got the biggest break in his 6-year career when he landed the movie's lead role, playing Robert Jurek as a teenager. What's it like? Now that you're here, you're doing it, here's the set. What's it like?
What's it like? It's hard.
Plans don't always go the way you expect, and Dwayne Johnson had only one goal: to make it to the NFL. But after multiple injuries completely derailed his football career, he was forced to pivot. That pivot? Professional wrestling, the move that changed everything.
Number 94, Dwayne Johnson, finally gets a piece.
In the world of fine dining, few names carry as much weight as Marco Pierre White, one of the first chefs ever to earn 3 Michelin stars, but his intense personality might feel familiar, and there's a reason for that.
You're behind. Where's my kingfish? Where's my kingfish?
Gordon Ramsay trained under Marco and even appeared in one of his documentaries.
When you make the ravioli, you've got to make sure that there's no air pockets inside the actual ravioli.
Back then, Gordon looked nothing like the chef we know today, and according to Marco, he once even pushed him to tears.
He remains the only human being, as far as I'm aware, who's ever made Gordon Ramsay cry.
No, I didn't make Gordon Ramsay cry. He made himself cry. That was his choice to cry.
Their relationship didn't just fade, it collapsed completely after Gordon showed up to Marco's private wedding, with a full film crew.
To live a lie. To pretend I cook when I don't cook. Continue to charge high prices, question my own integrity, and everything that I've ever worked for.
Gordon Ramsay you're describing here, yes?
I'm just giving you a little bit of clarity.
Okay.
Katy Perry. She was performing under a completely different identity. Katie Hudson, a Christian religious singer.
Many people in the world will never truly be so free. Yeah, only reason that I live is Christ come down and died for you and me. I live because Christ died.
Looking at her promiscuous music videos now, it's hard to believe how different her starting point really was. Before the fame and the millions, Rihanna was just a teenager with one goal: become a singer. At just 16, she left everything behind in Barbados and moved to the US to chase that dream.
I can't tell you where I see myself in 5 years, but I can tell you that I will work my best to be the most successful artist that I can be.
It was a huge gamble, but one that paid off beyond anything she could have imagined. The same can be said for Kate. Before building Microsoft into a global empire and becoming Apple's biggest rival, Bill Gates made a surprising appearance in a commercial for the very company he would later compete with.
The development of Macintosh by Apple has been paralleled by the work of leading software developers.
It's a great machine. It's a step forward in terms of the way it uses graphics and the speed, and this is a machine that a lot of people are going to be able to afford. That's a very, very useful machine.
Thanks for tuning in. Which clip did you like the most?